Welcome to another Teach Tip with Mr. Long. And as a teacher, you are often in situations where you've got text maybe in a Word document or in spreadsheets that is not in the format that you would like it to be. For example, it's all clumped together. For example, you might have a situation where you've got the name and the surname together, but now you've got to put it into another spreadsheet where the name and surname are separate. And we've done a video in the past explaining how to extract the name and the surname from full names using formulas, and you can go check out that video if you are comfortable with Excel and you can easily use formulas and functions. However, not all teachers are comfortable with those functions and formulas. So here is an easier way that you can do that whole extraction, that whole extracting the surname and the name separately. The quick way and easy way to do this is here, for example, I've got the surname and the name of students, and it's got a comma that separates them. So I'm going to select that text over there, and I'm going to come here to data, and there is a text to columns option, which I'm going to click on, and it's going to ask us how we want to separate this text. Now we want it delimited, which means there's a thing that separates the one part from the other part called a delimiter, which in this case is a comma. So we want to delimit the text, and I'm going to click next. And our delimiter, as you can see, is a comma. So we're going to select on a comma. If it's something different, then like a semicolon or space, you could use that. If it's not even listed over here, then you can just go and put that character in over there. But we've got a comma, and we can see straight away that it's separated the one part from the other part. I'm going to click next. And now it's asking for how do we want to format each column. So the first column we're going to click on, and this is going to be just text. I'll make it text, and then I'll click on the second column and I'll make that text as well. You could make it a date, you could make it general, and it tries to convert it to numbers if it is. Now the destination is where do we want to put these two columns as our result. Now if I do that now in A1, it's going to put the first column, which is the surname, over here, and then the second column over there, and override this. This is not what I want. So I'm going to click over here and say I want those names to appear maybe over here. So I just have to select the first block. It'll go and fill out the whole of column D with the surname, and then it'll go to the next column to do column E because it knows that there's two columns of data. So if I just do that and click finish, there we can see our data has been separated. Now we could do the same with this. For example, we've got text where we've got 4 numbers and then a 4-letter code and then another number. We can do that as well. So let's go and convert it to text. In this, it's quite fixed. It's always 4 and then 3 and then 1. So I'm going to say it's fixed and click next. So now we can actually create the line. So I want the first letter. So it's worked it out. The first 4 numbers are something specific. Then I've got ABC, but I actually want to separate that number after the letters as well. So we can create a break line by clicking over here, and we can move it to where we want it to be. I want it there. So the ABC is separate from the 7. If you make a mistake and accidentally click and, oh, I don't want that, you can actually double click on it to remove the double clicker line, and we can just drag it to where we want it to be. So there I've got 3 columns now, and I'm going to click next. The first column, I'm going to keep it as text because I don't want that 0 to disappear. If I make it general, it might make it a number and it'll change it to 1, 2, 3. I want to keep it 0, 1, 2, 3. The second column I'm also going to keep as text, but the third column I'll keep as general because that's a number. I'm happy with that. And then my destination, I'm not going to say B1 because it's going to override everything. So I will select this block over here so that it fills these 3 columns over here, which I think is column G, H, and R. So if I just select G1 and click finish, there you can see there are our first 4 digits, followed by the 3 letters, followed by the number that is at the end. And now it's treated this as a number because we can do calculations on it. Let's just do one more. Here we can see we've got lots of data separated by commas. So we're going to select all of that, format it, and we want it delimited. Yes, and I'm going to click next, and we want to separate by commas, and it's automatically picked up that there are 4 different things separated by commas. So I click next. I want everything to be general. Let's leave it as general, go finish. But do we want to replace it? Yes, I want to replace all this with the username and then the password and then the department and then a code. So by saying A1, we're going to replace our data with the first column, and then it'll fill in column B, C, and D with the other data. So let's do that. And there we go. We can see that all our data has been populated. We can make that a bit smaller, and we can see our usernames, our passwords, our departments, and our codes. So if you go to data, the text to columns option is really useful. It's quite intuitive. It helps you be able to decide what you want to split. It's a lot easier than using those functions. So if you struggle with functions, then use that definitely. And so hopefully that tip can help you with your spreadsheets. For more tips that can help you in the classroom and with your administration as a teacher, make sure that you click on that subscribe button for Mr. Long Teacher Tips and share us with your friends so we can help them as well. And remember, don't do it the long way, do it the Mr. Long way.